Shalom, shalom, shalom. This your brother Kwame Allah coming at you with another lesson. Before I get into this lesson, I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory
The
to
event. This
Yahweh,
robot can do things.
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak Wadash. Double honors to my elder apostles, elder bishops at Great Millstone who teach this truth and who rule well. Kazak Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm going to run this video back. But this is just a video showing that Elon Musk, new Optimus robots is about to be released soon. All right, and also he came out with driverless cars. But the point of this whole lesson is going to be into going into automation. It's going to soon take over everything. It's going to replace, jobs that normal people that would work on a 9 to 5. They're going to replace that, man. And it's going to leave people where, asked out. But I'm gonna let this video play. I got another couple videos, but I'm gonna let this one play.
Elon Musk and Tesla just announced they are working on a robot to release for sale that can basically do anything, and this is what it looks like. They were even dancing at the event. This robot can do things like make anyone a drink at home, do chores like cleaning the house, getting the groceries, watering the plants, and can even babysit the kids. Something that's going to change the world. Elon Musk and Tesla.
Right, as you've seen right there, he wants to create, or he's creating, or this product, this might be the prototype, but whichever one comes out, be released, will be able to do all these things. All right, which these robots are capable. Not just these ones. These Devilsmen created all types of robots. You got robots in Amazon. You got robots on shipping ports. I was just looking up that. And this is in the past 5 years, automation has been affecting, today's people. All right, mainly with their jobs, their income, because with this, everybody's not going to be able to take care of their family, But I want to just find a quick little something. Slucky. All right, even right here's another automated, vehicle right here that's to street sweep cars. All right, but if you look, outside, if you ever see today's street sweeper is ran by an individual, all right, not a robot. Here goes something right here.
Hey y'all, I'm here in Pennsylvania doing my trip planning, and I'm going to be going down to North.
This is the smartest port in the world. It's located 60 kilometers away from downtown Tianjin, a coastal metropolis southeast of Beijing. China operates.
Which they do have a port like this, I believe, in Los Angeles. All right.
It's more than 34 major ports and 2,000 minor ports across the country. But there's something unusual about this port. On the surface, it looks like any other shipping harbor, filled with cranes and containers. But here's the catch. It's very rare to find employees working on the ground. Instead, this terminal is fully automated using 5G, cloud computing, AI, and robots to operate the entire workflow. This is Terminal C of the Tianjin port, and this is the story of how China built the world's first smart, zero-carbon shipping terminal. China is the manufacturing hub of the world.
All right, and this with this, because even the automation don't stop at those shipping ports. You even have semi trucks, man. All right, that's automated. Self-driverless, being able to hook up and hitch the trailers and go drop them off. You got I seen even from when the trailers get dropped off with the automatic semis. Guess what's picking up the material from off the back of the trailers? You have automated. You can look this up. You got automated forklifts. I remember when I was younger. I wanted a forklift job, but now, it's soon about to be taken away, man. Which they already have. They already got, automatic forklifts. All right, but like I said, automation is soon, taking over, man. And Google put up lies, because you can just think about it, It says automation, this is on Google, this says automation has made millions of positions redundant so far, There are 2.2 million industrial robots in use today, all of which have replaced human labor force. It says in the manufacturing industry alone, we've lost 1.7 million jobs in the past 20 years. Currently, 25% of jobs in the U.S. are at high risk of automation. And I mean, I feel like it's more than that because I done read different things. Like right here, it says since 2000, at least 260,000 jobs have been lost to U.S. automation, and automation is also is estimated to create 58 million new jobs. How? Why would that's backwards? You know, they created the robot for less jobs. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand it got to be technicians to work on these robots, but at the same time, it ain't gonna be that many. You know, that's gonna outclass the, you know, to bring back in more humans. No, that's backwards. You know. But this one, I found this might be more close. But it says it's how many jobs lost to automation by 2030. Hopefully we ain't here. Lord willing, we gonna be here. It says in the U.S. is set to reach 73 million. All right, that's a lot of jobs to be lost in the U.S., man. All right, it says not only jobs in China that are about to go extinct. All right, meaning people ain't never gonna have to be working them jobs, man. All right, it says the U.S. will see 73 million jobs lost in automation by 2030. It says the same fate will befall 120 million jobs in India. You know, this system is set up and designed, you know, by Esau. You know, he purposely done this because at the end of the day, who is the main, you know, low income workers, man? Jake. All right, warehouse jobs, driver jobs, even, you know, the semi jobs, like the semi truck driving jobs. You know, even, you know, some of them was on the ports and all that. But, you know, a lot of people, everything is about to, well, go to that UBI. You gonna have nothing and be happy, as they say. All right, and this is what we coming to, man. You know, Sirach 13:4. This is how they look at us, man. All right, I remember working at this one company, and I don't want to make this all long about that, but I remember working at this one company, and they could have been paying way more than what they was for the things I was doing in there, man. Matter of fact, a lot of employees was doing in there, you know. But they did have robots, you know, with the arm, the CNC robot and all that. They had all that, you know, which, you know, replaced people. But at the same time, these people could have paid, you know. And I'm gonna get that James 5 too. But it says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee. And, you know, they use Jake to work overtime, but now, you know, they got these robots. All right, and they pay you your little pennies, you know, to fill up your purses with holes. But at the same time, it ain't, you know, it ain't worth it, and it ain't worth it to them and they eyes, because they look at us as cattle. So they, you know what, you gonna replace these niggas with robots. All right, I'm read Sirach 13:4. It says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. All right, and that's what we don't, you know, we ain't looked at as even in the Constitution, we 3/5 as a man, man. All right, we ain't really looked at as Esau as nothing but. I remember I seen a joke on YouTube. Well, not a joke, because it was a damn Edomite who said it, but he said that black people ain't nothing but outdated farming tools, man. And that's how, you know, Esau look at us for real, man. All right, and what's these new updated farming tools? These autonomous robots. All right. Proverbs, I think it was Proverbs 22:7. Yeah, Proverbs 22:7. It says, the rich ruleth over the poor. And who's the rich? You know, these upper elites. You know, I was thinking too, because, you know, America's ain't nothing but a damn pyramid scheme. All right, because you got high rulers, all right, which is these elites, that got these corporations and companies like BlackRock and Vanguard. But those are just the head, but the smaller ones down to the banking, all that's the pyramid scheme, man. All right, they want you to put your money into the banks, and it just all recycles into they corporations, they systems. I don't want to get into all that, but it says the rich ruleth over the poor, and the rich are the elites. The poor is you jakes, man. It says, and the borrower is a servant to the lender. All right, the more and more you don't have a way to take care of yourself, especially with them taking away these jobs, you're gonna have to be forced to borrow. All right, you already have women forced to get WIC and all these other government assistance because they can't provide, But how much more, the man or any family, if you're not making much, you're gonna have to go to a bank, which at the end of the day, like I said, is all owned, by these upper elites, all the way down up to the top of to the BlackRock, man, or whatever it's called. But it says, in the borrower is servant to the lender. All right, you're gonna forever have to be, like double one of all things. Why? Because he designed this system to be that way, and now he's making it even more harder for you to be able to move in society, But hey, man, that's why we got to get out of these devil's hands, man. That's why we hope the Lord shorten the days, because everything is just getting worse. Everything is just waxing worse and worse over here in Babylon. There's James. This is James 5. I started 3. It says, your gold and your silver is cankered, especially you see the BRICS is coming up with their own payment system, and you got 159 out of 193 countries, probably more than that now, is switching over to their system, leaving SWIFT ultimately going to do what? Cause the U.S. dollar to drop or plummet in value, man. All right, it says your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you. All right, it says, and you shall eat your flesh as if it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for the last days. And like I was talking about with that BlackRock and all that on down, those are the major corporations that run everything. All right, those are the ones that have the smaller ones, feeding them, which is all at the end of the day, it's all the same people at the end of the day, man. These upper elites, more than likely, it's a goddamn Rothschild or whatever. But where was that? It says you have heaped treasures together for the last days, especially you Amalekites, man, because this, hey man, y'all kingdom could have been way better than this, man. Y'all did what? Y'all kept all of the treasures really for yourselves and left the Lord Edomites to be like us, man. But it ain't gonna be like that in our kingdom, man. We're gonna show y'all how to really rule and show balance and favor, Verse 4 says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which we are the ones who have reaped down the fields all the way from the literal fields, from the time of slavery being over here all the way to now being in these damn warehouses and putting together parts or doing whatever, man. They're still reaping the fields. All right. It says, which of you kept by fraud. All right. Because they don't pay. All right. They want free labor. And even steal, like I was saying with the job where I was at, where they was just paying me like it was paying me a little bit of bread, but at the same time, when I did the math on the parts and all that, it just I'm just gonna say this, no wonder why they was paying extra $250 a day for just a 6-hour shift on weekends, all right, to come in. So that's an extra $500, Jake was making, just to come in and make these parts, but just showing you that they keep back stuff by fraud, man. All right. It says, and crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped and entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. All right, the laborers is crying, just like in the first Egypt, man. All right, the Lord heard our cries, man. All right, the Lord see the affliction of his people here, man. Suffering, poverty, going through, all types of hell, you know. But verse 5, it says, you have lived in pleasure on the earth, and them living in pleasure is part of them being able to have the wealth that they have, the riches that they have. True wealth is to have slaves, man. All right, and not only did they have us, they're creating their own. You seen that Optimus robot, you see all the things that they say it was going to be able to do, make drinks, serve you, say it's going to walk among us. All right. But it says you have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. It says you have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. All right, when you nourish something up to the day of slaughter, that's what Esau done. He nourished his heart, his mind up. All right, he had deceived his own self with his pride. All right, all the way into the end, tricked himself thinking he about to be gathering up all his food, just like the scripture said in Job. He gathers his food all the way up until the end, then it gets knocked out his plate. It's roughly paraphrasing. All right, that's him nourishing up himself into the day of slaughter. Because when that plate get knocked out your hand, then that you're gonna have to cough up all them gold and riches, man. And that's gonna be the day of your slaughter, the day of your taking down. It says you have lived in pleasure. I read that. It says you have condemned and killed the just. All right, who's the just? All right, the prophets, man. Salakia.